Hello, welcome back to Don't Fret, Music with Mark. My name is Mark, and guitar players, this is your moment. Time to cash in on all the work that, if you've been following the videos, that we've been kind of working on in terms of chords, in terms of strumming and play, and trying to work through some practice habits that may bring some joy and levity to your music. Bringing it all together with one of the most positive and upbeat songs that I think is easy to grab. It's Three Little Birds by Bob Marley. So if you want to play along, grab your instrument. Otherwise, stay tuned. We'll get right to it. All right. So for this song, we'll use our D chord, and we'll learn two new ones. It may be new to you. It's the A and the E. So D, A, and E. All major chords, no minor chords in it. They're all major. And so really quick, I'm just going to give you a close-up on those three chords off the fretboard. All right. So that would have been the D chord here, the A chord here. And you can do that with 3 fingers. I showed you 3 fingers because it's 3 strings, but I honestly play it with 2. And I kind of mash this string here, the G string, in between my middle finger and my index. And I kind of I do that. If you've got broader fingers, I recommend trying to figure that sense out, because you can do it this way and this way. So find what works for you. Everyone's hands are different, and so there's no real slam dunk on there. Or if it's too much for 3 strings, I recommend just dropping the B, and you can simplify all of these, always. So you can do a 2-finger with the D like so, removing the high E off of that. And then you could take those 2 fingers, move them to the A, like that. Now the E chord is a 3-finger chord that goes like so. That was this one. And that one's just kind of, it's not real prominent in the song. So if you're challenged with that, I think the best option is maybe just to skip it for now. But those are the 3 chords that you need. So let's get right to it. Really simply put, this song just hangs on the A. You can grab that however you want. What I'm doing right here is kind of slapping the strings with my thumb. And you kind of just bring your hand in and you get that nice percussive sound. Or you could just do this. No, slap. I'm going to do the slap though because I like it. And it helps me keep some time with the song. So chorus is the first thing that you jump into, and you just an A and a D. So let's look at that. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing gonna be alright. Singing don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing gonna be alright. Yeah, so you see how I'm kind of just slowly settling into it. And so I know Bob's got a really nice cadence that he jumps onto with that, but you can find your own. You could either mirror just how he does it, or you could find your own way to flow. And that all works. So let's try that one more time, right on the chorus, then we'll do the verse. Singing, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing gonna be alright. Singing, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing gonna be alright. So you're catching that? It's just an A, and then a D. And you could express this yeah. That's it. So if you're looking at this on a chord sheet, you look at the chords and it can get really jumbly because you're trying to figure, well, where does this drop? Where's the chord start? Where does the song start? And I think it can get really disorienting. So a really good thing to do for me when I'm working these things out, especially on guitar, is I try and find a pattern that repeats. And then you can remember that. And then the great thing with this song is it's a 2-chord pattern. So it's not a lot to remember. You just kind of sit with the A for a bit. Then you're going to do the D for a bit. You hang on the A for a long time. And the D for a short amount of time. Yeah? And so starting there actually gives you a lot of orientation towards just playing it without being glued to a piece of paper, if you can handle that. If it flows for you. Otherwise, I definitely have the paper in front of you. I know I do often. It's a nice reminder. But it's also nice to step away from, say, a song sheet that you're working on and try and do it without looking at it for a hot moment. Because that's when your brain will process it a wee bit differently. So I love to recommend playing along with songs. So maybe playing Three Little Birds in the background with the song sheet. And then maybe try removing the song backing track. Try and removing whatever you're listening to so you can just hear yourself play. And then at some point, try and remove the song sheet for just a bit. And just do it a little bit. Maybe it's just 2 lines, just don't worry about a thing. 'Cause every little thing's gonna be all right. And you just kind of stop there. It's just 2 lines. And you're like, man, that flowed. Let's just see how it feels. I promise it'll feel it. The fewer supports that you have underneath you, that you can afford to have underneath you, the more that you'll find that your brain, mind, body, all of that kind of leans into like, oh, well, I'm gonna play it this way, and so let that happen. And then if you need the supports, you just bring them back. But definitely teeter back and forth between those 2 things. Let's work through the verse now really quick. So the chorus is just that A to D. Now the verse is the exact same thing, but it sneaks in an E in there. So I'm going to show you some ways to get through that. So let's get to the verse. Rise up this morning, smile with the rising sun. 3 little birds pitch on my doorstep, singing sweet songs, melodies pure and true, saying, this is my message to you. Okay, did you see how that moved? So I think one good thing to note on the chorus, long A, short D. And if it helps you, that's one time through on the chorus. Now let's do that same thing with the verse. You'll notice that each chord has the same amount of time on it, which is good to note. So you maybe 2, for me it's going to be 2 down strums. This is the verse. 2, 2. I'm sneaking a 3rd one in there. Yeah. So I think it would be a great way to wrap this up. I'm just going to stick with verse 1 and the chorus, and we'll just play through that because I think if you can get to verse 2, that you've got the song, and that's wonderful. But it's such a fun one to grab. So let's try just the chorus and the verse, and then we'll roll back into the chorus just once, and then I'll leave you with that, maybe some tips and tricks at the end. So got our A. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing gonna be alright. Singing, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing gonna be alright. Now the verse. Rise up this morning, smile with the rising sun. 3 little birds pitch on my doorstep, singing sweet songs, melodies pure and true, saying, this is my message to you, saying don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing gonna be alright. Singing don't worry bad thing, 'cause every little thing gonna be alright. Lovely. Okay, so what I would recommend doing is if the D is giving you trouble with 3 fingers, take off this one. So you're just there and there. That's open. So from this to this. Same with the A string, the A. So if this is giving you trouble, just take that one off and make it 2 fingers instead of 3. Or you could go there, you know, either here or here really work. And so you could just do this for your D and your A. And I'm going to show you that. That would be my ultimate trick. Or did you notice I had 2 different fingerings for that? So you can pick different things to do and make the song work for you. And just like that, you're strumming and playing along with one of the most beloved songs ever written. And it is such a lovely piece in the sense that I think that it really settles well with the soul, I think, just every time it's played. And so I really do appreciate it for that, and it's easy to grab. So congratulations if you've got here and you're still trying to figure out your playability. It's a huge milestone to be able to kind of work out a process with a song. I'm going to leave you here for now. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments. If you have any successes, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. But for now, this is Don't Fret. My name is Mark, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.